Oh, right, you tubers, welcome back to War Thunder with the Angry Nerd. And continuing with our review of the British premium vehicles, we're going to take a look at the 17-pounder M10 Achilles. But before we get started with that, I'd once again like to bring your attention to the camouflage that's on this vehicle. It was created by Storm 1, and I will provide a link to his War Thunder live profile so that you can download these nice camos for yourself. Now, the 17-pounder M10 Achilles was a British variant of the American M10 tank destroyer, armed with the powerful British Ordnance QF 17-pounder anti-tank gun in place of the standard 3-inch 76.2mm gun provided by the Americans. In the wake of Germany's successful 1939 through 1941 campaigns, U.S. armor doctrine had incorporated the idea of fast, lightly armored vehicles carrying high-velocity anti-tank guns as the best way to deal with the fast-moving armored spearheads of the German Blitzkrieg. The M10 was based on the chassis of the M4 Sherman, but carried thinner, although more sloped armor in order to comply with the high-speed requirement for this vehicle. At the same time, the British had been examining the possibility of designing a low-silhouette, self-propelled tank destroyer with a 360-degree traversing turret with armor that would be able to resist the German 50mm at 800 yards and mounting the 17-pounder gun. However, with the arrival of the M10 on the battlefield in late 1942, British plans for a turreted, self-propelled gun were cancelled. The M10 was first made available to the British in 1943. These vehicles were open-topped and mounted a 3-inch American gun, which was significantly more powerful than the QF 6-pounder that was mounted on British tanks of the period, and was of equal power to the 75mm KWK-40 used by the Panzer IV and the Stug III. When introduced into service in late 1942, the thin but sloped armor of the M10 provided good protection against the standard 50mm gun mounted to most German tanks and anti-tank guns, and the 3-inch 76mm gun was able to easily defeat all German armor except for the handful of Tigers deployed against the Western Allies. At the time, the standard anti-tank gun used by infantry units in the British Army was the 6-pounder anti-tank gun, a small, light gun able to defeat the more common German Panzer IV and Stugs with regular ammunition, but not the heavier Tigers and Panthers. The next generation British gun, the 17-pounder anti-tank gun, was able to deal with the Tigers and the Panthers, but it had a longer emplacement time than the 6-pounder due to its larger size, often taking a full day to emplace and prepare for action. The 17-pounder anti-tank gun was able to penetrate some 140 millimeters of armor at 500 meters and 131 millimeters at 1,000 meters using standard armor-piercing cap ballistic cap ammunition impacting at a 30-degree angle. In comparison, the 3-inch 76mm gun on the standard M10 using the same type of ammunition would penetrate 98 millimeters of armor at 500 meters at a 30-degree angle and 88 millimeters of armor at 1,000 meters at a 30-degree angle. Only with high-velocity, armor-piercing ammunition did the 3-inch 76-millimeter gun compare with the 17-pounder's standard ammunition, with the high-velocity ammunition being able to penetrate 140 millimeters at 500 meters at a 30-degree angle and 127 millimeters of armor at 1,000 meters at a 30-degree angle. However, HVAP ammunition was in very short supply, and it only just compared with the 17-pounder's ammunition that was available in huge amounts for the British. When the 17-pounder was supplied with armor-piercing, discharging sabot ammunition, it could penetrate some 209 millimeters of armor at 500 meters and 192 millimeters of armor at 1,000 meters at a 30-degree angle, far superior to any other Allied gun in service at the time. The desire to mount the 17-pounder on the M10 was an attempt to make this powerful weapon more mobile on the battlefield. Luckily for the British, the initial batches of the M10 had an easily modified gun mounting to facilitate the future replacement of the older 3-inch M7 gun with the newer 76mm gun M1. This gun mounting design allowed for the British to replace the 3-inch gun with the 17-pounder gun. The 17-pounder required a counterweight fitted behind the muzzle brake on its long barrel. This gave the Achilles a distinctive appearance compared to the M10, and there were attempts to disguise this by painting the brake and counterweight. The only other change carried out on the Achilles was the addition of a 17mm thick armor plate welded to the front and sides of the M10 to increase armor protection. The British took delivery of some 845 vehicles in 1943, but of the second version of the M10, only the T-71 could carry the 17-pounder. The T-70 was designed only to allow the lighter 76.2mm M1 gun. Unlike the Americans, who saw the M10 as a tank hunter once it became clear that the Germans had gone on the defensive, the British still viewed the Achilles as a mobile anti-tank gun. As a result, the British used the Achilles as a quickly deployable anti-tank gun, able to reinforce positions taken by the infantry and engage counterattacking German forces, while the slower, towed 17-pounders were pulled up and dug in for a more long-term defensive presence. This had the advantage of mitigating the weak armor protection of the Achilles, as being used defensively usually allowed it to fire the first vital shot. This was in line with the original design concept of the vehicle, intended to blunt German blitzkrieg attack tactics. The M10 Achilles turret had an extremely slow, manual-only turret rotation. This was a tactical disadvantage when the vehicle was used in the attack. However, this disadvantage was limited when only used in the defensive role. Usually, the only time the British used the M10 and Achilles offensively was in support of Churchill tank units. The name Achilles was officially a designation applied both to the 3-inch gun and 17-pounder versions, as the Achilles 1 and 2 and the Achilles 1C and 2C respectively. The C's indicated the 17-pounder version, but this was used little during the Second World War. At the time, the vehicle was called the 17-pounder M10 or the 17-pounder SP M10, or even occasionally Firefly. It has since become identified most exclusively with the 17-pounder version. As a self-propelled anti-tank gun, The Achilles, as well as the standard M10, were distributed and operated by regiments of the Royal Artillery. Around 1,650 M10s were received by the British during the war. Of these, some 1,100 were converted to the 17-pounder by the end of the war. The 17-pounder M10 Achilles was the second most numerous armored fighting vehicle to see service, armed with the 17-pounder behind the Sherman Firefly. Now in War Thunder, the 17-pounder M10 Achilles is a premium vehicle that can only be obtained by purchasing a special pack. It is a rank 2 with a battle rating of 3.7. It has a 497 horsepower engine propelling the 29.6-ton vehicle to a top speed of 25.6 miles per hour. It comes equipped with the 76.2 millimeter QF 17-pounder cannon, and with a maxed out crew, you can achieve a reload rate of 8.1 seconds. It has a reward of 90% plus 90% and a research bonus of 172%. Well, okay, now that we've got all of the boring stuff out of the way, I guess we should probably hop into a game and see what we can do with the 17-pounder M10 Achilles. Here we go. Hopefully this won't take too long. But yeah, this 17-pounder on these British vehicles is fantastic. I'm really enjoying using these vehicles. Oh, we're at 20. If it gets too long, I'll probably edit it out if it gets over a minute, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a decent map where I can do some sniping. Okay. Oh, Stalingrad. All right. Not exactly the long-range sniping I was hoping for, but we'll be able to deal with it. Okay, we're on the eastern spawn point. Here we go. Now my desert camo is not fitting in very well with the snowy background, but that's okay. I like it anyway. This pine tree out of the way here. I don't know if you can see it, but the cap point is bombs already. The cap point is like 6 G or F or something there. I'm going to come around the edge of this hill and see if I can see anything over here before I just run in. I want to be able to, there's something red, I don't know if I can shoot at it or not. Take a look. Booyah! There we go. T-28. I don't really have a shot on this guy. I just thought I would shoot that and see if it would destruct, but I don't have it. HE loaded, so it's not going to do much to the building. And we got two other guys sitting here. That seems like an artillery strike just waiting to happen, so I'm going to let them have it, and I'm going to come around and look on the other side of the hill. They are getting the cap point. You can probably see it on the mini map now. It was kind of hard to see it when it was white. See something? I got nothing here. Oh, hold on. Missed him. I just couldn't get my turret rotated back around in time. I wonder if you can shoot through this stuff here. Let's see. There we go. He's gonna back off. Let's see. I know he's back there. Is he gonna come out? Let's see. Come out wherever you are. You shot from back there. I guess you cannot shoot him through there. But somebody got him. Still nothing. They keep enticing me. Okay, I'm gonna have to move up. This map looks nice with the snow and the icicles and the tank tracks. Looks good. Uh-oh. Oh, what we got there? Pending. Misfire. Dang it, man. There we go. I need to get down here and repair. Well, it may have fixed itself. Okay, so we're pretty good. Work our way around this edge. Hey, what we got here? There we go. There we go. Enemy planes are worrying me. Take a quick peek out here. Oh, somebody tried to get me. What do we got here? He's heading the other way. artillery! Oh, man. Well, this vehicle is susceptible to some artillery strikes. So, back to the starting point we go. Dang it, man. Okay, so I'll work my way back up to the front as quick as I can. I got some kind of double gun thing happening down on my... Oh, I was watching my damage indicator in the lower left and not where I was going, and ran into the wall. But I got like some second gun image sticking out there. So... just a little glitch, and that's fine. Now if I can get up here without running into something else, and get back up in here and start doing some damage. I wonder if I can hit that. No. Oh. Dang it. Get this repaired. Oh no, more artillery. Move, 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 move. Go, get up the hill, go. Get away from the artillery. Haha, look at that building collapsing. Oh, shoot. Please do not kill me with artillery. Dang it. More artillery. Good Lord. More artillery. These guys are just artying me to death here. Well, hopefully not. But I mean... something red right here. There we go. I don't think I got the kill on that. That's okay. Oh, something right there. What is that? The machine gun worked there. Got us a couple of little cap points. Got my cannon breach again.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Artillery barrage. mean, that's something you gotta expect when you're in this vehicle. It's open top. People know it's open top. And they're gonna try to argue you. Because they know what kind of damage this 17-pounder can do, and they want to take you off the count. I'm kind of hesitant to go over here to the spawn because if somebody comes in and they're invincible for a minute, that could be really bad for me. But also, if I don't get over here, my teammates are gonna, get all the kills, and I'm greedy. I want more, maybe. A little bit of time left in this game. Their ticker is going down really fast. I think it's it. Yep. Okay. Let's see what the results screen has in store for us. Okay. Let's take a look. Picked up First Strike, Multi-Strike, Adamant, Supporting Fire, Teamwork, Sentinel, Avenger, Professional, Shadow Strike Streak, Ground Wind Streak, One Shot, The Best Squad, and Heavy Metal Fury. Not too bad. 9 ground units destroyed, 2 assist, 100% activity. First place in the team, 59,011 Silver Lions. 9 a player, 2 assists, 1 death. All right. And to look and see how to spell Achilles. All right. Well, what do I think of the 17-pounder M10 Achilles? Well, I really like the Achilles, and if you're a fan of the American M10, I think you will too. The addition of this 17-pounder makes it even better. Also, with this vehicle getting 3 spawns in arcade mode until the release of the main British tree, that's just 3 times the fun and premium benefits right there. Now, due to its slow turret rotation, I would recommend this vehicle be used as a sniper. Try to avoid close quarters combat where the turret rotation can become a disadvantage. And if you need to get the gun on target quickly, remember to turn the hull at the same time as you're turning the turret and get your shot off, and then get your proper angling or cover while you reload. Now the Achilles can be acquired as a standalone purchase with 15 days of premium account for about $16.99, or $17 if you round up, or as part of the Royal Guard Advance Pack with 30 days premium, and that will run you or set you back about $80, $79.99. So if you like this review of the 17-pounder M10 Achilles, hit that like button, and if you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. But as always, thanks for watching. Nerd out.